Have you ever stayed up all night and felt really tired the next day? I did that one time. I stayed up all night watching movies and I was so tired the next day and I had to work. I was falling asleep while I was trying to do my job and my head felt really foggy, like I was kind of cloudy or walking in a cloud. And then I had to go home and just sleep all evening and then the whole night until I felt a little better when I woke up the next morning. We don't often think about how lack of sleep affects our daily lives. It really affects brain function and overall physical health. It affects the brain function by not allowing us to fall into the proper sleep cycles. One important sleep cycle is the REM cycle, or the rapid eye movement cycle. And during this period, our brains will process old memories and store them away while making space for new memories. And this is important for learning or just remembering doctor's appointments. It's always advised to get a good night's sleep before a big presentation at work or a big exam at school. Lack of proper sleep can also cause depression and anxiety. This makes it difficult to regulate emotions, and we're often a little more short-tempered, and this can snowball and get worse and just affect our work lives and daily lives. Now that I've covered how it affects brain function, I'd like to tell you how it affects your body physically. Hormones like cortisol and leptin aren't properly produced while we're sleeping if you don't sleep enough, and this can cause obesity by overeating, and it eventually leads to type 2 diabetes. Lack of sleep can also affect you physically by giving an outwardly effect of like puffy eyes and dark circles. Like if someone ever tells you, you look tired, you probably do because we can see it in our face. When you get proper sleep, the skin and eyes just tend to have a little more glow. Also, while sleeping, proteins are produced to keep the immune system healthy and strong. And if we don't sleep enough, those proteins are not produced enough. And that can cause a weakened immune system, and we can fall sick faster and stay sick longer. Now that I've shared negative effects of lack of sleep, I'd like to share with you some things that help you get a good night's sleep. Avoiding caffeine, like coffee and caffeinated drinks, are important because it just keeps the brain awake. Avoiding bright lights as well will keep the brain awake and just helps prevents us from falling into a deep sleep as quickly, like it might take a little longer to fall asleep. Avoiding alcohol is advised also. While some might say kind of makes you sleepy and you fall asleep easy, that might be the case in the beginning, but once it metabolizes in the body, it'll wake the body back up and it's ready to go, like fully energized again. Avoiding large meals before bed is important also because it can cause acid reflux, disturbing your sleep at night and waking you up. And also the body spends time digesting the food rather than creating the proteins and the hormones required for proper sleep. To conclude, adequate sleep is essential for physical health and brain function. I've shared with you ways to achieve a healthy sleeping pattern that hopefully avoids all of the negative things that we've talked about, like type 2 diabetes and obesity and depression and anxiety. And I hope you get a good night's sleep from this time going forward. Thank you.